Have you wanted to take your game to the next level but don't necessarily know how? Have you wanted to get your friends together to be able to track your stats, your gameplays, be able to review what you and your friends have been able to compete with, but haven't necessarily had the tools to be able to do so? Well, we're going to be diving into Riftlite, an app that is a companion where you are able to play on TCG Arena and Atlas, and better yet, it tracks everything and gives you so many great benefits that will help you improve your game. All of that and more we're diving into right now. So this is something that I've been looking into for a minute and been able to play a couple of games, try out the features, and I gotta say, this has been something pretty dang incredible that I am very excited for. And I had to share it with you guys because it was just, it's awesome. Because I've been playing with my friends and, we have gone to Vegas, we've gone to regionals together and things like that. And we keep trying to want to improve our game, but, we have stats that are trying to get tracked on sheets, and we have a bunch of other stuff trying to get tracked, deck lists that are hard to keep in one place, and stuff like that, and then replays that get uploaded to a Google Drive, and, you get only so many gigs, and we fill that up in an afternoon, and we're like, oh boy, yay, that's awesome. Anyway, you get the idea. It gets kind of crazy and all over the place, and so when I heard about Riftlite, I was like, okay, cool, let's try this out. I saw like a video online and some friends recommended it. I was like, let's dive into this. And then I realized that after a couple of really great updates that they have been able to produce here, I've been absolutely blown away by what is produced. And we're going to show you exactly how to install, how to set it up, how to even make a team and things like that, so you guys have all the tools to be able to start this out great. Now, with that being said, you're going to be wanting to head on over to riftlite.com and you're going to be brought to this website. Now, if you want to download it, you can of course go to get the app to be able to download it, or just download Riftlite for free. There's also a Discord that if you want to join, you're more than welcome to do so. If you have any bugs, if you have feature requests, whatever it might be, you're able to join this Discord and share your thoughts and opinions. It's been very helpful. Now, with that also, there's a lot of really good stuff here. Now, we have visual replays. This is something that I've been looking for a long time. I, of course, record on OBS, which is what you guys are seeing, Streamlabs, in particular. And the one thing that I do about that's been really helping me improve my gameplay is that I'll record my footage and say what I'm thinking out loud. I'll have my cards in hand and I'll be like, okay, so I'm assuming that my opponent has this, this, and this. They have this much might on the battlefield. I want to attack in with this to be able to respond to this, so on and so forth kind of thing. I'll mentally, or I'll vocally talk what I'm mentally thinking. And that's made a huge difference, especially with when my teammates are reviewing stuff and they're like, oh, really? I like this line that you took. You maybe could have thought about it like this and done this line, this line, this line. One thing that's very special about Riftlite is that you have the ability to record your gameplay footage. That you can go on TCG Arena, like I said, or RiftAtlas and be able to record all of that. Awesome. Not only that, though, you're able to record also your mic so that you're able to talk about it, and your your teammates can also hear what you are saying, which is awesome. And it is all kept in one place. Not only that, you can keep track of your win-loss rates and all of that jazz. You can keep track of your deck lists and things like that. And again, like I said, you can keep it all in one place so that your friends can take a look at all of that. Now, you have timeline playback, which is really big. Then you have flag key decisions. So you can actually make a marker and say, hey, at this point, this was a pivotal moment, or hey, maybe this is something that I want you to take a look at. What do you think, kind of thing? And they will know exactly what point you're talking about, which is huge. Then you can also trim stuff down. Again, this is all just on an app that you're able to run on your desktop. That's cool. And it's automatically connected to where you can play on TCG Arena and RiftAtlas, and we'll show you what that's like to set up. Now, you have the whole meta inside the app. One thing that is really cool about this is that it has win rate, matrices, and things like that. The cool part here is that you can choose how to upload your data to this database. You can keep it for yourself personally. If you want no one else to see it, you don't have to let them see it. If you want your teammates and that's it to see it, boom, you're good there. Or if you want all of them to see it and your teammates included, you can also do that. There's a lot of really cool customizable features there. And then, yeah, you're able to also have a streamer overlay built for Riftbound, which is awesome. You can also do, some zero lag, local first kind of thing going on with that. Really awesome. And then you can see also your personal matchup matrix, which is awesome. So you can see, okay, I've gone against Azir 4 times. I've been able to win 3 of those. I've gone against LeBlanc. That's a 50-50. Maybe I need to work on that a little bit more. It's really cool stuff like that. And then, of course, you can download and do all of that. So let's download this and get this set up. Now, of course, it is just a very simple download. Don't look. That we have. And then with that, we are going to run this and then get some things installed. You're not going to see that screen just for certain reasons. It's almost there. I mean, it was really that easy. You can run it on Riftlite. Now, one of the coolest things that I also love about this is you don't have to go back and do updates by going to like a Google Drive or things like that. No, he's coded it to where you can download the update right here. I'm hitting install right now. Oh, I'm covering it up. It's right where my body is. Yay. And then, of course, now we are installing the new update to be having the most recent version. And the nice part is it automatically prompts you to do so right where I'm standing. So that's really helpful. Then you can go and run the Riftlite beta. It pops up on the other screen, so I'll just drag it over to here. And then it's on TCG Arena. You can click over here. You can go to RiftAtlas. It's sign in. Again, it's a companion style of app. Really cool to be able to see. Now, you also have like your sessions that you're able to have. So I have a session that I've done today where I beat Buffalo Bill Baby. That's awesome. Really cool to be able to see that. And then I can see where I want to actually upload this. And then we can also review stuff and things like that. Right up here also is where we can take a look and record our microphone. And we can even set up to be able to get things going that way. Really helpful there. And I mean, everything is exactly what you guys would normally see here in general on RiftAtlas and TCG Arena. Over here also is my stats and match history, which is very helpful. There's also a bar up here to be able to minimize things and call that good. Then, on top of that, you're going to be able to get some good stats, some featured content creators, which is really cool, and then the deck list that you're able to, of course, import there. Now, here's the cool part. You are able to join or create a hub. If you want to create a hub, you can go like silence nights, hub password 1234A, for example, and then we'll create a hub. Then, just like that, boom, here we go. We have a hub. People who ever have that username or password are able to join it. If you want to take a look at that, you're more than able to do so. When you download this, you're more than welcome to join that. I just made it for an example, and here we are. You're then able to, of course, import your deck list. Again, a great feature to be able to take a look at things. Then we also have our replays and things like that we are able to take a look at. So here it is right down here. We're able to see the gameplay that we were able to capture. And of course, luckily when I was recording this morning, I ended up re-recording this video for certain reasons. And ended up that the lobby that I joined, he immediately disconnected. I get it, whatever. But it's good to at least show this. Then of course we can flag it at the 26-second mark. And then down here, we can say our notes. What is the play here? For example, imagine I don't have typos, and then you can save that. It has some really good features right there, and then you have some awesome stuff that you're able to utilize here and things like that. So all in all, this is really awesome stuff to be able to utilize. You have your profile right here that you're able to create. You're able to link devices. So if you play on, like, for example, I play a lot of games on my desktop when I'm practicing individually instead of live streaming. And so I'll be able to go that route as needed and then be able to do all of that. Now, the nice part is, too, if you go and hit play and you do the matchmaking and everything like that, after the game is over, it brings up a menu for you to be able to fill out with everything pretty much already filled out for you. If it's a best of 1, it'll say that. If it's a best of 3, it'll be able to navigate that too. Not only that, but you will be able to put in whether you went first or second, what the scores were if you need to edit certain things. Like if someone quit when you were at 6 points and you are going to be winning, you can say, oh, it was 8-4, in that case. It'll automatically log what battlefields were used. If it's somehow picks the wrong one, it hasn't so far for me. But if it did, you can, of course, change that. And I gotta say, it's a really cool app. And I think that it has a lot of versatility and just great potential for growth. And I really wanted to bring this to you guys so that you could take a look at, what all is offered here. And, with this being able to grow, the more people that use this, the more data that we are going to be able to utilize here. I mean, for example, we have Master Yi that's had 643 matches under its belt to be able to show these kinds of stat lines. Diana has had about 835, Aurelia 500, and Rengar even like 326. So the data's not necessarily there just yet, but there's a lot that we are able to take a look at that I think is just so cool to be able to come together as a community on this. And so we'll see what ends up happening. I think this is going to be something that is just going to get better with time. And I love what this team has been able to put together for us to be able to experience. So with that being said, guys, let me know your thoughts on Riftlite. Are you going to be downloading it? Again, if you want to, go to riftlite.com. You're able to take a look for more information, but also being able to download the client itself. The Discord is also a great one to join, and the coder there has been an absolute blast to be able to work with and talk over things to make this bigger and better. Definitely a passion project that he is all behind that I absolutely love. So with that being said, guys, that is going to be it for now. This is Riftlite, the app that can help take your game to the next level. And until next time, guys, have a good one.